So today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to achieve this easy peasy lemon squeezy vampire look for Halloween. It comes with a tutorial on how to do your own fangs. You can literally get everything needed for them at your local beauty supply store or at Walgreens. These fangs are literally the best. They're better than any pre-made fangs that you'll find. They actually stay on. You can eat with them, you can drink with them, as long as you're careful. I figured out how to make these a while ago, and I've used them pretty much every single year that I've been a vampire, and I've been a vampire multiple times. So I know they work, and I know they stay on, and I know they literally look so good. I literally have people ask me all the time, are those your real teeth? No, they're not. If you're interested in knowing how I achieved this look, please keep watching. So I'm basically just starting out with cleaning my face up real quick. I'm using some Garnier micellar water, and then I'll go in with the Dixon's Witch Hazel. Once this toner dries, I'm going to use a moisturizer. It will be the Tarte Drink of H2O. I should have got a towel or something. Towel secure. We're gonna start with some primer. You probably won't see me use a lot of makeup brushes for this because I'm using my personal ones, and I only keep a select few for myself to use, and the rest of them go to my clients. This is Shine Killer by NYX. One particular thing you want to remember if you're doing a vampire look for Halloween, you don't want to be that shiny, not that oily. You don't want a lot of color in your face. You don't want a lot of warmth or blushes because you're dead. Another thing, vampires are typically pale, so you don't want to make yourself darker. You know what I mean? I would stick to using concealers that are 3 shades lighter for your highlighting area, and of course using a cool toned bronzer or contour stick. I'm gonna go in and outline my brows, but not fill them in just yet. And I'm going to prime my lids and do a quick eyeshadow look. For a vampire look, of course, we're gonna be using some dark browns, blacks, and burgundy tones. So I'm gonna be using this palette right here. This is the OPV Beauty London Spotlight. I'm using the Mega Last Incognito Wet n Wild Concealer, by the way, and this is in the shade Fair Beige. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. It is called Edge, and I'm choosing Edge over Star because Star is a little bit more vibrant and Edge is a little bit more muted out, and we want the muted look, okay? Taking this on a dense, fluffy blending brush. I have no idea. Oh, this is Eloise. You know, most vamps have like a smoky eye, so that's what we're gonna do. And of course, we're gonna start the smoky eye at the top, drop down to the bottom, and work our way back up. I'm going to go in with this Dazzled Night Brown, and I'm just taking it on the top of my eyelid with it's another brush by Eloise. So we're gonna keep it a matte look, and we're just placing this on the lid here. Now we're going back in with that same brush that we used for that red color, and putting this that brown, and directly in the crease. I'm so sorry about my words. Things just look like a hot mess in the process, and then when you get done, you're like, wow. Now I'm going in with this black tone right here called Exposure. I'm going to use it on this smaller pencil type brush, not pencil brush. I don't know what this is. It's by Eloise again. Just going to place this directly on top of the eyelashes. Basically where some eyeliner would go, but not as precise as some eyeliner. And then go back in order. We're like backtracking at this point. We're gonna use this smaller brush and blend it out with that brown. I'm not adding any more product to the brush. I'm just using what I had left on it. Make sure that they're even steaming. Okay, and now that it's blended out decently, we're gonna go back in with some of the brown on that same brush and just tap where that black meets the brown. Go back through and blend some more. But y'all didn't know y'all were getting a how-to smoothie out. And then go back with the longer bristled brush and just blend but don't bring it too high. Then that brown is gonna get all over the top. And we want to keep it pretty controlled. Okay, so now we're moving on to the face. I'm going to start with that same concealer. Basically going to, I think this is called like under highlight or something. But we're just making sure that, you know, I'm gonna leave it underneath that foundation that I'm about to put on. And you really want to make sure you have some underneath where you would contour. You know, vampires have sunken in cheekbones, so we have to make them look sunken in. Now everything is pretty much blended out and I'm looking very dead. I'm gonna go in now with a cool toned contour. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I use the shade Natural Ivory 112. And again, I'm not using a lot of this, just enough. This is the part that I was concerned at doing before my foundation. If you want to spice it up a little bit more and you have the tools needed, by tools I mean a face paint palette. This is the Color Rotation paint palette, and I'm just using this little pencil brush, and I'm going to take this gray color right here, and we're just gonna scoop some of that out with it, and we're gonna put it on the back of our hand. So now we're just gonna take this and kind of add a little bit to our contour to tone it down, make us look extra gray. And I can already tell it's a little bit more vibrant than what I'm looking for. Color Theory, come on now. We're gonna mix it with some stuff. So again, we're still wanting to give that like depth and shadow look. So I'm gonna go in with a brown. We're gonna use this one right here. Like, I think this is a brown as well, but it kind of gives a little bit more of a green. No, I'm gonna use this one. It's more of a cool tone brown, in my opinion. If this comes out green, I'm pissed. Oh, it's definitely green. It's fine. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go back and grab some of that brown right there. Okay, so yeah, we're just giving ourselves a bit of a shadow look. And voila, I'm gonna go in and set that face paint. So this is, I wanna say this is an LYS foundation brush. I literally use it for everything though. Oh God. This is a translucent setting powder that came with the face paint. Now I'm gonna go back in and set my under eye. And it's okay if you don't cover up your dark circles. Vampires always have dark circles. It's fine. Kind of tap it off on a piece of your skin and just set right under your eye. You don't have to do a lot. We're gonna let that sit there for a second. While it's sitting there, we're gonna go in and contour. It's honestly the coolest tone bronzer that I have. So that's the one I'm using. And we're just gonna pack it on top of what we've done. Wipe this brush off or get you a new brush. You know, I'm using like very limited brushes right now. And we're just gonna sweep under our eyes, sweep it off. Going back in with our Spotlight palette or whichever palette you choose to use. We're gonna use that brush that we used with the brown. And we're going to just get some eyeshadow on the tip of it and pull it underneath the eye. And connect it out. Just a beat. And we're gonna go back in with that fluffy brush. There's no extra product on it, and blend out the bottom. There is gonna be some color here, and that is fine. That is what we're going for. And you can also use this to kind of blend out your edges a bit more. Back in with that little pencil brush. I don't think I need to put anything on it. The brush we use for the brown, and blend it. With that red, just a dab of it, and blend a little bit lower. Okay, now that you look absolutely sick, we're gonna apply some liner to the top of the eye. Kind of give our inner corner a catty type of look. Move on to the veins. This is a very exciting part. I'm gonna be using that same brush that I was using with the face paint to do it with eyeshadow. I'm using my Morphe 35N. I'm using this one right here. I'm just taking a little bit on my brush, tapping it off. And you're basically going to make like lightning strikes with the eyeshadow. And some do need to come a little bit further than the others. Like they don't need to be the exact same all the way down, you know what I mean? We're gonna bring it all the way out. There you have it, there are your veins. I'm just gonna go back in, kind of make it a little bit more detailed. Going back in with that fluffy brush, just dusting as much powder as I can off of it, and we're just gonna press it in. We're gonna go back in with that blending brush that we used for the red color. We're just gonna blend the bottom lash line eyeshadow into the top of the veins. We're going to be adding this burgundy type shade here, a little bit of this brown. And then we're gonna go through and set it with that face paint setting powder. We're making homemade fangs. All you'll need is some fake nails, like white ones, not clear. Denture glue. I use poly grip. Your nail clippers and a nail file and a paper towel to dry your teeth. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to be picking up the smallest tooth, or the smallest tooth. It's a nail. The smallest nail to see how it fits. See, that's like way too long. And we're actually gonna clip the bottom, not the top, because the top needs to stick to your tooth. So we're just going to clip it in an almond shape. We're gonna file the edges of it. So this is what I'm working with so far. Now I'm gonna go through and basically dry my teeth. And I'm applying the denture glue to the back of the tooth. You don't need a lot, truly. I'm applying it to this one, so I'm just gonna really make sure the gum is dry, the teeth around it are dry, etc., etc. And then blow it on there. And there are your fangs that you can actually drink with and kind of eat with. They will come off a little bit when you eat. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and do the lips using the NYX lip pencil in Club Hopper. And I'm gonna go in with Bite Beauty, and I think this says the shade Nori. We're basically gonna line the lip, but not as far out as the lip liner. We're gonna take this Givenchy Granite Nocturne, I don't know, and put it in the middle. We're gonna use our finger or whatever else you wanna use to blend it together because it's kind of hard to rub your lips together with the Fangs. It's not a vampire look unless you have some fake blood. It came in the same kit as my face paint palette. It doesn't taste very great. Just gonna clean it up a little bit. And there you have it. That is a very doable vampire look for this Halloween. If you want to recreate this look, go ahead. Don't forget to tag me in it. Thank you for watching.